Hi, I want to talk to you today about the human brain and what a magnificent organ it really is. Just to give you some stats around this. When we're born, the brain contains 100 billion neurons, and that's roughly as many stars as there are in our Milky Way. Each of those neurons communicates to each other through synapses. Now, when we're born, there's about 2,500 of those synapses for each neuron. And by the time we reach 3.5, that raises to about 15,000. And that's per neuron. So 15,000 times 100 billion. You can do the maths. There's a lot of processing power going on in that brain. And the amount of brain states that we can physically calculate with a human brain is as many elements as there are known in the physical universe. So again, some huge numbers. And this brain is an incredibly powerful thing. And as we go through our everyday life, and as we go around, maybe Googling something, maybe watching the telly, reading a book or whatever, we create these neural pathways. We can make and break neural pathways. If we don't use them, then they can be broken and rebuilt, etc. But what happens when we go into our business, into our office life? When we get into that particular state, what happens is we're forced down pathways. We're given answers, but not the ability to ask more, or get more answers, or ask more questions. So we're trying to force that incredible power down a linear path. And that's a little bit akin to trying to force the Sahara Desert down a drinking straw. Yes, you will catch a few grains, of course you will, but most of the good stuff is going to be lost over the sides. So how do we stop that from happening? How do we give the brain the power of the thought? We do that by giving the brain and giving the person the ability to ask more questions, to be able to navigate around and use data in the way that they need to use it. All those synapses, all those neurons can be used quite effectively if we give the person the power to do that. Now, in the world of BI, historically, that's always been a case that we've forced people down these paths. We've not given them the ability to explore their data thoroughly and completely. Now, QlikView with Business Discovery gives you the ability to do that. It gives back the power to the thought. It frees the mind. That's QlikView and Business Discovery. Thank you for your time.